Hello, good morning, and welcome to yet another episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. Yes, it is I, your host, PoGokero, and my co-host, Captain Pose.
That would be me.
All right, so I have since our here, let me adjust this camera here. Since our last episode of a meltdown, that was pretty awful, right? It's been melting down, but I think things are under control. So I've made a new world, a new place, a new land. This is a stark contrast to the land that we were in the last time. This is a desert biome, the Great Mesa Desert. So I went ahead and done a lot of work, and let's see. Do I need to invite you? I think I already...
No. I see you on here. I can see your world.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're ready, and I'll.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Come on in.
Okay, I'm coming on in. Alright, it's loading.
Some game. Here we go.
It said failed to join the realm. Are you kidding me?
Ah, no. All right, let's see. Invite to game. Add realm members. Members. Hold on.
Yeah, because it's not letting me join.
Members. Yeah, yo, I've invited you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going into it, and it says unable to connect.
Did you?
I'm not in. Oh, hold on. I see that.
So yeah, I have started work on my base, but I've done a lot of work, and it's been a little bit slow. So this is going to be the train station.
I guess you did have to invite me. Gotta be all fancy schmancy about.
Yeah. Because this is no ordinary. So hey, dude, I hooked you up with a bunch of stuff in that chest.
All right. Good God.
So you're good to go immediately. And you look like Steve. Ha ha ha.
Oh no, I don't even think I changed anything. That's right.
All that's yours in that chest. Just grab it all. So you'll see this is like a little microclimate inside of the desert. Like there's a little tiny patch of land actually gets rain here for some reason. So it's probably because we spawned here.
Oh.
So yeah, my skin. I'm wearing armor. I'm wearing my shell. Because it's dangerous, man. I have stories to tell you, but I'm Rainbow Man for now.
Yeah, I can see half your head is orange, and then you got.
I am all the here. Let me take off my armor because it's not that dangerous. But you can see it's all broken. My armor's broken.
Oh yeah. I see that. I was gonna get that guy the other day. I saw him.
Oh, you don't have to buy skins. You can find them on the internet and just download them and import them.
Oh.
So and and I can hear how you're like, it's dangerous out there, huh?
I hate freaking downloading other people's stuff like that, though.
Yeah, it can be dangerous. But yeah. Anyways, so I got this skin, and this is distracting me. Hold on 1 second. I can't look at it. All right, and that's distracting me too. So I'll just turn it off. There. Okay, so there, you're all armored up. Let me give you a little quick tour, right? Are you console or controller today?
No, not right now.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, check this out. So what I've done is I did a lot of work. I hate doing crops, so this is a semi-automatic crop machine.
What?
Semi-automatic crop machine. So what happens is this is gonna harvest all these crops and then put them in this box. And then this box is gonna put these things into this minecart down there. And that minecart is gonna go up to that base and deposit all of the things into a chest. And then we're gonna come all the way back down and get ready for the next time. The only part I have to do is replant.
What?
Yeah.
So what harvests it?
the water. So watch here, demonstration. Observe up there, sir.
Oh shit, that is easy.
And it all goes in these hoppers, and these hoppers then feed into this chest.
What the hell?
And then it's not perfect because I
Go,
have.
rabbit, die!
Oh wait, you'll have your chance.
He's gonna get it.
No, he doesn't fit in the hopper. He's too small or too big.
Oh, so it's not like those cropping machines that they have.
Yeah, no. It's not
Where
chewing
they kill
things up.
everything in the freaking field.
Yeah, no, not killing things. It's only put in there, and then I gotta turn off the water.
Like, we're gonna go ahead and get this wheat, and at the same time we're gonna chew up a freaking couple freaking rats and birds and stuff. Throw it all. Eat. Nice.
Yeah, I got my melon farm. Got a little bit of stuff going here. Like it's not very pretty because I had to I basically built it on top of the cropland. I mean I have a lot of projects. That's what I mean. Let me just tell you. Okay, so hey, wait. Let me show you this other stuff.
Here.
Oh, I just see. Look at this. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh well, I'll have to fix that. But okay, then look down here. Look down here. It's all filling into this cart, and then when it's all done, if you look in the box, you can see it all dropping in. Everything's dropping in, one by one. So it's a little bit slow. That's the problem. But eventually it'll fill that up. We AFK. We do other stuff, and this will keep going.
That is crazy.
So come over here. Let's check this out. I got my little tiny farm going here. But this here is the automatic cow machine. So over here you have your cows, right? Here I have a little bit of wheat. So what I do is I press this water button, and it sets them ready for feeding time. And they bob up here. Come up here. Don't jump in there because that would be bad. So then I just feed them, so they make little babies. Okay, and then we come down here. And then eventually the babies are born, and then they get pushed over to the feeding pen, or the next stage for them. Right? They leave their parents and get pushed over here. Eventually they'll grow up. And when they grow up, that means they're ready to be fed. Like, I'm not gonna wait for them because there's one over there already grown up. So then I turn off the water, and then I turn on the cook button, and then we cook them.
What?
And then, as they're cooked, they're automatically deposited in our meat machine, so you can gather the things.
What the heck? That is crazy. And you get their leather too?
Yeah, it's a great machine. I saw this on YouTube. I mean, I didn't.
What the heck?
That's great. So, all right.
So crazy.
Now let me show you my base. My base is kind of ugly because I haven't really been working on it. It's all function. Like I've been super busy with stuff, as you can see. Okay, so it's really broken, right? It's really just an ugly base. It's like a bachelor pad. So yeah, that's my little armor stand of chainmail armor. That's chainmail, and that's enchanted chainmail. But you can't make chainmail, so I'm saving it.
Huh.
So, and eventually I'll repair it when I get a full set. But repairs are expensive. Ooh, close. Okay, so yeah, this is my my laboratory, and I learned a lot from our last base. So over here, you'll see this square is like the nerve center. If you stand here, you have access to all of the chests all around you, as well as the furnaces, which are all stocked with coal, ready to go. To craft things, you look straight up, and that's the crafting table.
Oh, okay.
If you look below you, you see there's the enchanting book for enchanting. So you come down into my little Egyptian room, and here's our enchanting, ready for enchantment. And this box here for the Lapis Lazuli, for the enchantments. And I'll do more with this room later. I've been busy.
That's crazy.
Okay. Bless you, sir. All right. What else we got going on here? This is a music box for when we play songs. When I play songs, records. Like.
I had that last time, but I didn't know how to play the records.
Okay.
I had made one.
This is where eventually oh, it's there right now. You can see it. It's there right now. The minecart. There it goes. Down.
Yeah.
See? If you check the box, this is the farm unsorted. This is where all dumps to.
So it just stops right there and then dumps it?
And then goes back, ready for the next harvest.
Oh, it stops right here. I see what you're saying.
And then puts it into the box. Yeah.
Okay.
So then we also have one for the mine. So you see right here the mine one.
Oh, yeah,
one for the farm, one for the mine. And then I have this rail system. Did you grab your mine cart?
Yeah.
Here, hand it to me because that way yeah, just toss it. Q. There you go. Thank you. Okay, so hop in that one. Right click it. And then press the button and then
What button? Oh, right there.
yeah, and then press W forward. Oh. Probably the other way.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I haven't. That's all right. Here. I have one. I have another one. So come over here. Hop in there. Oh, just press W. Just press W. Don't even press the button. I haven't worked that out yet. No, the other way. Go the other way. The other way. The other way.
Oh.
All right. You're gonna go down to my mine shaft. I have to mine cart here.
Jesus. There's so many freaking just tracks.
All right. Oh, did you jump? Oh, you kept going. Or did you keep going? Where'd you go? Down the long line?
Yeah, I'm going down this huge ass corridor.
Alright, yeah, come back the other way. Stop at the machine, that big glass thing you saw.
And then go back. Oh, I'm going back. I must have hit the other minecart.
Yeah, that's alright. Leave it in there. There you are. Ah, ha, ha.
But, how do I get out? Just jump?
No. Just wait. Right. Crouch. When you get to the stop, crouch.
I don't know how.
Shift. There you go. Or jump. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So this machine here, this is a combination machine. This is a combination loader unloader. The minecart you saw at the end of that line. What I do is I mine a whole bunch. And then until my inventory is full. Then I dump all of the stuff into that minecart and send the minecart off. That minecart comes over here. Instead of taking that turn that you took, the minecart goes straight. And it goes eventually over here up this track. And it unloads everything into this hopper and into this box. And when it's done, it goes back down to the end of the mine. When it's in this box, it goes down into this next hopper. And then that feeds into this minecart down here. And into this box in this minecart. When it's full, or when the hopper is empty, that gate moves back. And then that cart moves along this track and goes all the way up, back up to my base, where it goes to the unsorted mine box, and then it comes back down waiting for the next load.
Good God.
Ah!
It looks so crazy.
And I learned this from NanoRex, his YouTube video. He's awesome. Thank you, NanoRex.
God, that's crazy.
I put it in glass because I didn't want to break it by accident. So yeah.
Fuck, that is so crazy.
Okay, now wait, it gets better. Let's go back to the surface.
I'm coming. It just drops you off right there?
Yep, so you can immediately craft, get to your boxes, do whatever.
Oh, that's what that is.
Okay, so then let's go outside though. Again, I'm sorry for the ugly base. I've been super
okay,
busy.
That's crazy. Good God.
Okay, so while I was down underneath digging for stuff, I stumbled upon a fortress, a stronghold. Oh, there it is. Do you know what a stronghold is? It's the place underground where you find things.
I've played and seen stuff underground, like old minecart stuff and like that.
That's a mine shaft. This is
I haven't seen anything like that.
This is a fortress.
Oh,
a stronghold.
Yeah, I've never seen this.
And that, my friend, is the end gate.
This one right here?
Yes, the end portal.
What? How the heck did they make that? Or it's already made?
It was already made because it's in the stronghold. So right now, there's nothing here. There used to be lava here, so if you jumped in, you died. In fact, now I have to get out. Okay. But I covered up the lava. And you see there's only a couple that have ender eyes in them. So we have to get more ender eyes to fill this, and then a portal will appear. And it's a one-way portal to the end. And then the only way to get back is to either die or to kill the ender dragon.
Alright, and do you get the eyeballs from those one guys, right?
The endermen, yeah, sometimes. And then, well, you get the pearls from them. And then you take a pearl and you put a diamond with it, and that makes an ender eye.
Okay.
And then normally you would use those ender eyes to find the stronghold. By putting that, you throw them out, and then they float in the air, and then they float in the direction of the portal. And eventually you'll find them. But I got lucky and I just ran into it.
Ran into it. Yeah, because I've played a lot. Like I said, I've never even seen this. I didn't even know they had this.
So yeah, I mean, there's nothing here. I guarantee there's nothing else to find in this dungeon. Ooh.
Holy crap! So it's just like a big old
maze, dude. It was awful. It was awful. But it's empty. There's nothing in here. So it's like the end, or like the nether. Like, there's nothing in there, like, except for this thing here. This is the most important thing. And it's the only thing of value in this whole place. So anyways, that's our goal, right? Because our goal is to kill the ender dragon. So I figure let's start working on that. Okay, that's one idea, right? So, if we go to the nether, let's go there and I'll tell you another story. See, I had to plant all these trees. Because this is a little microclimate. Hop on in. Raw. Stupid spider. Oh no, he's still there. They're still there. Alright. Captain Pones. Did you DC?
No, I don't know. It won't let me move. Hold on.
You should be. You're here. You should move. There you go. All right.
Yep.
So the last time I was here, I ticked off the pigmen. I think they're still ticked off. So help me kill these guys.
Where at now?
They're right here at the door. As soon as I open the door.
What are they?
Pigmen.
Pigmen?
Yeah. Maybe they won't aggro for you, but they'll aggro for me. Oh no, they didn't. They stopped aggro. All right, nice. Because you showed up. You're cool then. You're with Captain Pones. You must be cool.
They know me.
I haven't done anything in the nether. Nothing. Because there's no need, right? There is a need, right? We need to find a stronghold to find a blaze farm, or to find a blaze spawner to find blazes. or to make alchemy potions. So when we go fight the Nether Dragon, we can kill him.
We get those from those floating fire things, right?
Yes, and that was the whole point. I wanted to make a spawner at the last episode when we were actually doing something. And then plus you need to have nether quartz in order to make a lot of the electronics, like the redstone stuff. So
okay.
Yeah. Always got to have nether quartz. Plus it gives you okay, so here's another big secret about Minecraft that I discovered. Right? Although you respawn, right? No big deal.
Oh.
Right? In actuality, it's a huge deal when you die. It's a huge deal. Because your experience points, are really important.
Oh no.
Don't die.
Yeah, the green stuff is what you use for enchantments.
Well, yeah, your level, right? Because you have to be level 30 to have the highest enchantments. Right? And and the thing is that the more stuff the stuff you get is mostly random. Here, let's go back. I don't want to hang out here. It's super dangerous to be here. I hate the nether. I die so many times. Okay, so let me tell you a story. When I first, you see all this cobblestone? This wasn't here.
Yeah.
When I first appeared, I was on a little tiny cliff. I died twice because you know when you come through and you're disoriented?
Yeah.
I came through and I didn't realize I was on a cliff. I was on nothing. I was standing on nothing. And I fell into the lava twice before I figured it out. It sucked.
Oh yeah, there's some guys out there floating around. I see them.
So yeah, here, come on in, guy. Let's leave this place. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I hate the nether. Like
building terrain.
Like I'll come in it to make a rail to get through, but still, I'd rather not be there. Oh, there you are. All right. Okay, so that's what so beyond, right? So what we are is we're surrounded by desert on this side. There's like an ocean that way, and I kind of spawned all of it so that it kind of sucks. So that when the next aquatic episode comes out, that won't be anything cool because it already was spawned. But it doesn't matter because this is a total contrast to our other place. There's so much land, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the other place we couldn't find any.
So what we...
Oh, there's a town there too?
Yes, that's the other part. There's a town right over the hill. And that's important because if we trade with them, we can get enchantments that give us better stuff. That's all part of not dying, remember? If you don't die, you get better stuff. The whole point is not to die. Because if you die, you lose your stuff. See, Corey knows. He's like, dying! No, don't do that. Alright, so, okay. So, here's the deal. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, at this point, I've done, like, a lot of the hard, like, infrastructure part. Like, I spent a lot of time doing this stuff so that whatever you want to do should be super easy. You want to go make a base somewhere else? I've got a chest full of cobblestone I want to get rid of. Like, I don't have any iron, but that's okay. It's really easy to mine.
Yeah.
You know, I have to save my gold for powered rail. But the mesa is a great place to make a base if you want gold, because there's a lot of gold. Tons of gold in this biome, in the mesa biome. If you want to make a base far away, that's awesome because then we can make a rail to each other, and then we can check each other's out, like whatever, while we talk.
Okay.
If you want to just explore and kill things, and then I'll give you a map and a compass. I should have given you a map. That way you can make a map for me and kill Endermen when you wander around in the dark. So you know you can do whatever you want, man, as long as we can talk about what's going on in the world, because there's a whole bunch of stuff. Oh boy, like yeah, there's an Enderman. I've been talking. Here, I'm gonna bring him to our base. I have a story about him too. Let me finish. Oop. He's around. He's aggro.
Where did he go?
He's on. He'll come back. He's angry at me. I looked at him. I saw through his facade. I saw him. He thought he was invisible, but I saw him.
Don't look at me. I'm hideous.
No. He thinks he's invisible. That's the whole point, right? He's like, I'm doing these nefarious deeds in the world, and I can do it because I'm invisible. No one will dare to look at me. And I will dare to look at this asshole. I see you, dude. I see you working in my world, and I hate you. Grrr, Enderman, I see you. And then he's like, oh, dude, that guy sees me.
Crazy too.
Huh?
So there's a little small one of those crazy midget zombies out there. See him?
Let's go, man. Let's go out there. This Mesa Desert's crazy, man. It's kind of dangerous. Let me tell you a story.
I've never seen this type of.
Let me tell you a story.
Sand.
So like, I did a lot of work, and like, for some reason, don't ask me why. I don't know why. I was inside my base, nice and safe, looking outside the window into the desert. And for some reason, I wandered into this desert, just like right here, not far, right? Not very far from my base, just like right here. And for some reason, I went AFK. Don't ask me why I would do something so stupid as to go AFK in the desert like this.
There he is, he's back.
Alright. But I did, right? For some reason I went AFK, and when I came back from being AFK in this dangerous ass desert, an Enderman was there looking straight at me.
He didn't attack you though?
No, he was just looking straight he was looking right at me. Because I wasn't moving. I wasn't doing anything.
He's gonna kill me.
I can't. Oh man. I got him.
This bastard.
Sorry, I took some of your experience points.
No, it's all good.
But if you do farm chores, you can get a lot back. And I have a mob. 2 mob spawners underground. So there's ways.
Okay.
to get stuff back.
Oh no, there's another one up here by me.
Another what?
Enderman.
Where are you?
Know where I'm at? Oh no.
Oh yeah, you're back at spawn, right?
He's eyeballing me. Oh.
Alright, I'm coming. Your stuff is way out there. You should go for your stuff.
Yeah, I know. I went the wrong way. I went the opposite direction.
Okay. Follow the light.
Jack, someone else can take you out. Stinking dog. Sitting here staring at me, freaking growling. Like, for some reason, like, I'm the only one that can take this dude out.
Because you're the boss, man.
Same thing with feeding. He's like, feed me. I'm like, no, man.
It's like, you are the patriarch.
First of all, you got a bowl of food in the kitchen laying there. What do you want me to hand feed it to you, dude? Go get it. Come on.
Maybe he knows you're the weak link.
Oh, well, we got... I don't even see you. Did we go...
No, I'm behind you, man. I'm behind you. Okay, so here, follow me.
I'm totally going in the wrong direction. This is the direction of the town.
Yep, you're making a big circle, but you're heading there. Okay. Trixie, see, this is like a weird spot. This is like the intersection of like 4 different biomes.
Yeah. It's crazy, like red and... Oh, good God. This is weird looking sand.
Yeah, it's hypnotic, right?
Yeah, it's like I'm not used to it. Usually I'm just the normal sand. It's all different colors too.
Yeah, the Mesa Desert. The colorful desert. Over here. Here's your stuff.
Oh no, wrong button. I'm not used to this. My controller batteries are dead.
Yeah, well, mouse is superior anyways. Mouse and keyboard. Yes. Yes. You know it's true. You know it to be true. Trust your instincts.
Shooter game, but on everything else, I like to just sit back and freaking hold the controller.
This is kind of like a shooter game, homie.
No way.
Yeah, you have to have precision aiming. Seriously.
I definitely was missing the one guy.
Yeah, you have to be able to aim, dude. This doesn't hold your hand. It may look like chunky and blocky, but their hitboxes are tiny, or like accurate. Yeah. Physics, man. All right, so okay, if you
there
keep...
he is. See him?
Yep. Okay. Armor up, dude.
Hold on.
Oh, I gotta heal up too. Make sure you're full health. Make sure you're full hunger.
Oh my god, it's just the chest armor? What the hell?
You should have. Oh, you don't have everything? Oh, I have some. I have some. I have
Maybe
some
it all
stuff.
blew up?
No, I have some of your stuff. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
There's that. There's that. There's that. What else do you need?
I think that's it.
All right, senor. Store chat.
All right, go for it.
Resume game. Okay, so we're in the desert. So what do you want to do, man? Explore. I should have brought a map because that would have been better.
It's all good. I'll find our way back.
No, but it'd be nice to map it because I don't have a map for this
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Oh yeah, this is where I went for trees. There's a bunch of trees over there.
Whoa, what is all this stuff, dude?
Gold! Gold is what I see. I love me gold. Oh! Did you see that?
Nuh-uh.
That Enderman was like right there, dude.
Oh, I know. That's what I was waiting for. I was gonna attack him. I wasn't looking at him.
I was looking straight at him, but he was staring you down. It was funny. Where'd he go?
I know, but I was looking down. I was trying not to look at him.
Oh man, you should have. Are you not hooked up, or where are you
Here's
going?
a black sheep or a gray sheep.
Going the wrong.
No, he's not over here.
Iron.
I don't know where this guy is.
Instead of saying iron, I say the foreigner way. Iron. I don't know. It's just funny. Iron. Iron. There's iron in them there hills. Oh, yeah, that's terracotta clay. I haven't used it for anything, but you can make pots out of it. Ooh, the sunrise. I like that.
Is that what that is? Clay?
Yeah, terracotta. So, do you know what the terracotta warriors in China?
No.
So, like 1,000 years ago. No, I don't know how long ago, but a long time ago. There was this emperor who was like, "Yo, I'm so badass that I want my entire army with me when I go into the afterlife, because you guys are all badass, and we're gonna go conquer."
These those the ones where the guy was buried with like all those freaking statues of them.
All those guys are unique.
Every single one?
Yes.
I thought they're all just the same.
No, they're
And you
unique.
just stack them in there, just like just like row
Dude,
after row after row.
They're unique.
Oh.
So, dude's literally brought his whole army with him into the afterlife. He made
That's
those.
You can hear me still, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
much
So
better.
because it's not.
Oh my God.
Because they're not machine made. They're made by artists, so they're all a little bit different.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
And then I don't know if the people are. I think the people are different too. I'm not sure. I don't want to say that for sure, but I think the people are
I
different.
didn't know that. That's crazy. Oh my God! This whole time I've been having this horrible feedback on my freaking headset, and I just fixed it right now. Oh my God! It's been so bad.
Good. Okay, so that they made them out of this terracotta clay. Out of clay, which lasted for like years, hundreds of years.
I remember that when they uncovered it. There was tons of them, just road and road.
So we can make a rail through the desert. You can make a base over here if you want, your own little base.
There's a lot of land.
Like, you don't have to be on when I'm online because it's a server. So you can, like, if Corey wants to make a base over here, he can do it.
No, I'll probably keep him away from me. It's probably best.
Well, no, if you make a bed over here, far from where my house is, that'd be cool.
You say that, but I'm telling you, he'll find a way.
He'll find a way.
Like freaking whatchamacallit, like on Jurassic Park, you know. He'll always find a way. He'll find a way to get over here. Trust me. If he sees us playing and he knows it's on here, he's gonna find a way.
He's like,
And then you'll
dude.
come back and you'll be like, what happened? You have blocks everywhere and you'll have freaking windows broken. It's like crazy. He knows.
So.
It's just sitting here watching YouTube. It's so amazing. So
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I made those machines all with YouTube. Like,
Yep, that's just literally what he's doing. He's just sitting there watching it. Like instead, if there's no TV, just get on, turn on YouTube, and go watch someone.
yeah, and
Watch someone, I guess, watch someone do something that you want, huh? You don't really have to sit there and wait for something on TV to come on that you want to watch, you know, or something. You just want to watch it, type it in, and someone's doing it.
mhm.
You know?
Yeah. It's totally different, and the big studios are freaked out by it because they're losing control. They don't have control of the game.
I mean, it's just, I mean, I can remember how many times when I was a kid, you know, what's on TV? Oh, there's nothing. Oh, I don't know. What do you want to do? You know, well, if you want to watch something now, you got Netflix, you got, you know, you got Hulu, you got YouTube, you have, you know, your Voodoo movies that you can download and have them digitally now on your phone. I mean, you can do anything now, you know, there's no need to have the cable.
Yep.
I don't think anymore.
I've been trying to get
at
my
least
parents.
I don't think.
I've been trying to get my parents to kill the cable for years, and they won't do it because of the local stations.
Yeah, that's the same thing with them. Mom and them want the EWTN for grandma. You know, they like the Catholic station and all that. Gotta have the EWTN.
I mean, isn't there an app you can download for that? I mean, they repeat the same thing over and over anyways.
So I don't see why there wouldn't be nowadays, you know?
Like, because really, if you only want that, like, 2 hours of news, you can get an app for that every day.
She likes she likes it all, though. I mean, they use it pretty often. But other than that, I mean, they always watch that, and then you see them watching, like, Law and Order, you know? Like, good God.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't had cable forever.
Yeah, no way.
This way. So what's going on? I've been pretty oblivious lately.
For real?
At work and all that. Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So what's the last thing that you did here?
I don't know.
Alright, so did you know there was a Nazi rally in Noonan, Georgia? Like
I read about that on, you know, like as far as like, you know, when I log on, I always go on YouTube and all that, and I'll see those kind of things.
I don't know what's on YouTube. I don't even like.
Well, no, not YouTube. I mean, sorry, like, you know, like when I go to click on something. Let's say I go to Yahoo and then I click and you see the story and, you know, passing. You know, like I'm gonna type in something and look at video games. You know, and then I see, you know, Nazi rally or something. But I don't usually click on that stuff.
All right, so
There's
there
two
was.
reasons for that too. One, because that's just idiotic, and two, like, I don't want all, you know how like it autofills now, you know, like I'll click on that stuff and then like pretty soon I'll be getting all this like political stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
So you're trying to avoid the algorithm.
Yeah, because it's so.
You're fighting the AI. You're fighting the AI.
It's depressing. I don't want to sit there and get on Yahoo and look for something like, you know, that I'm interested in and then see 90 stories that are so just like, you know, it's like what's going on in the world, you know, like I don't know.
You don't want to know what's going on in the world?
Maybe I guess I'm trying to kind of block it out, I guess, because it's just so like, I don't know, you know, like I don't want to get like down and just like, ugh, this sucks, you know. Oh, my sword finally broke.
Or pissed off.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just so sad nowadays, you know, how shit like this is still going on, you know, and you see it and it's just kind of like, ugh, I don't want to like deal with this right now. This is so sad. Like,
but what happens?
You know?
Yeah, but what happens when like that means like you're kind of giving up?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I know what you're saying, but it's just, I don't know, like you just.
Oh! Did you see that?
So sad. No.
Come here. I don't know if your settings are the same as mine. Over there, you see?
What is that? Is that a skyscraper?
I don't know. Let's go. Go.
Oh my God! Look at, there's a super tall one next to it. Oh, it looks like it's a fuck. There's a couple of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another Ender guy too.
Get him. Stare him down.
Sword. I don't know.
See his nefarious movements in the world. That Enderman's trying to act in our world, and he thinks no one can see him. But we see you, Enderman.
Oh my God, these blocks are weird. What the heck?
Every time you see an Enderman, put your crosshairs on him. There we go. I got him.
What the hell? He has a block.
Yeah, because he's acting in our world. He's trying to interfere in our world, right? And he thinks no one can see him because no one would look at him. But we, because we're badass, we will look at him. We see him. Screw you, Enderman. Yeah, punk. Trying to act in our world. This is our world, man. That's neat. Make your base here, dude. This is great. And then we can make a train line here, because this is a great spot. For real, make your base here. Like, I don't know, do you want to make it in the desert, or do you want to... Because on the other side, there's plains. A little bit of plains.
Yes, yeah. And burning zombies.
So... And... Creepers blowing up.
Yeah, so I saw about the rally thing, but like I said, I didn't go into it and read it. Did they actually go through with it?
Okay, so yeah, so what happened is, like, before the rally happened, all the counter rally, the protesters,
I've seen that in the
were there.
headline.
Yeah, and then the police like arrested the counter protesters.
Why?
Because some of them were wearing bandanas around their faces. And there's a law.
Here's the thing. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the law says that you're not allowed to cover your face, because back in the day, the Ku Klux Klan would have huge rallies in downtown, and they would cover their faces so they could do it. Because if you're a racist, you don't want people to know.
Yeah, you don't want them to know.
Just like if you're a Nazi, you don't want people to know. You're crypto. That's the whole point about being crypto fascist, is you try to keep it hidden. Right? You do the wink wink nudge nudge like thing, which is a dog whistle, like a way of talking to other Nazis or other racists, so that other people don't know what you're talking about, but other racists do. So that way you can then connect. So if you're a racist and I'm a racist, but the other non-racists don't know that we're racist, we can work together to make our vision of reality come true. Our vision of reality is racism.
Just like they just kind of do it, just like, so nobody knows. Just kind of. Yes, because in our
current society, racism is frowned upon.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, but so, I mean, they're starting to get more blatant, though, like.
Yeah, because it used to be
like, I don't care.
Yeah, it used to be that it was socially frowned upon, because the American ideal is inclusiveness and diversity, and the racist ideal is homogeneity and not inclusiveness. What is that called?
Homogeneity being what? What is that?
Is sameness. Okay. Everyone the same. And if you're not the same, get out. Okay. So they're ethno-fascists. It's called ethno-nationalism. They quote say they want to make a homeland. Okay, I shouldn't use the southern thing, because southern people aren't bad. I'm sorry. They want to make a homeland for white people. quote. Right, based on race alone, and it's not even. But the thing is that race is like a real thing, but it's not a real thing. It's kind of hard to explain.
I understand what you're saying. It's a real thing, as in, we may be different and all that, but I mean, are we really like that much different, like, other than like just skin color and like where we were born wise, I guess, geographically maybe? Yeah,
on one level, on the material level, there are like tiny differences.
And that's understandable, of course.
That are insignificant, right?
Yep, I think so too. You're right. Okay. They're all just looks, right? Just the way you look. Yeah, they're insignificant.
But on the spiritual level, I don't know, the social level, we're equal. We're all human beings, Homo sapiens. So, but to racists and fascists, they don't believe that. They believe that that there's a natural hierarchy. They're the opposite. They don't want equality. They think there's a natural hierarchy that you have to enforce, that God wants. God says that there's a natural hierarchy, so that if you say otherwise, you're against God. So they think that they have God on their side.
I just don't understand why though. Like, why is it that you can't like someone? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is
No,
it
no,
that
no.
it's so
They'll
hard?
say that the way they justify it, they say we like the people. They just are less people. It's not up to me.
Why do they think of them like that? Is what I'm saying. Like, what gives them that mindset? Like, why?
They are raised in it. Right.
And
Okay.
see,
So
and-
here's
and-
another
and
idea.
I
Wait.
agree with that also. Go ahead.
Okay. Here's another idea. The ruling ideas of an age are the ideas of the ruling class. What that means is whatever the elite think is good for it, they broadcast it, and if you want to feel like you're elite, you say the same thing.
Mhm.
So like, and a lot of it is just even subconscious. A lot of people don't even know they're doing it. And the reason why you're doing, and the elite say things because it reinforces their world. So for example, back in slavery, in master slave,
Mhm.
The idea was might makes right.
Uh-huh.
Like, I can have slaves because might makes right. I can be ruler because might makes right. Rights, human rights, these things are totally abstract and mean nothing. Oh, I better eat because I'm gonna die. Okay. Okay. And then it changed to feudalism, serf noble, serf lord. So it changed to that God. There's a natural hierarchy, and then God is the top, and then God then comes down and says, down from God is church, the Pope, and then the Pope then delegates out and says, all right, I'm gonna say who's king and who's not king. So a lot of it, then the king said, I am king because God said so, because the Pope said so, that God said so, and because I'm king. Like, if you kill me, it's against God, so you can't kill me. And all y'all gotta listen to me, because I'm king. Because that's what God says. And yeah, you're my serf, so I can't kill you. I have to take care of you because you're my quote-unquote flock. You're my sheep. I can't be totally mean to you, but you're little more than animals to me. So that's the way it is. Okay. And then that's the ruling ideas of the age, right? Everyone believed that. Okay, and then it changed again to capitalism. To like, oh, I have all the money, so I must, since I have all the money, I must be a great person. And then since I'm a great person, my words and ideas mean more than anyone else's. So no wonder things should reflect me and not you. So then, they say things that reinforce the position. Like, no wonder, like, of course, rich people shouldn't pay more in taxes. Of course, because I'm rich, I shouldn't have to pay more money. Of course, I should have low taxes. So everyone starts parroting that. If you don't know and you want to feel like you're rich, you go, yeah, I think that rich people shouldn't pay a lot of taxes either. What?
Yeah,
But that's what happens. And like, it's subconscious. People don't even know they're doing it. And when they do it though, they reinforce that world. That matrix, if you want to call it, right?
Yeah,
they reinforce it.
Yeah.
And if you say otherwise, you say, wait a minute, I'm going to say opposite. All of a sudden, everyone transforms. So they're like, oh, wait a minute. You're saying, you're wrong for this, that. But they don't even say really why you're wrong. They just socially put pressure on you. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. That's why when I ask right, I'm asking for confirmation and permission to continue. If you don't agree or understand, please say so. Like, I'm not saying to like bully you. Like, I'm sorry.
No. I know. I'm just taking it all in.
Okay.
I mean it. Yeah, I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Okay. So, right. The ruling ideas of an age are the ideas of the ruling class. So how did I start talking about that? Because I don't know. People just think a certain way.
Yeah, I was like, why do they think like that? You know,
Oh
like
yeah.
why do they think that they're entitled, you know, or that, you know, they're better than someone, you know, just because, you know, well, like, you know.
Oh, the racist. Yeah. So okay. So in that aspect, right, the Confederacy is basically feudalism, right? Master slave kind of way, but in the way they put it is more like it's more feudalistic. It's more like God wants me to have it this way, and that it's the white man's burden to take care of poor black people because they can't take care of themselves. That's why we have to enslave them. So that's how they justify it, right? So, but that doesn't benefit poor white people at all. The enslavement of black people doesn't help poor white people at all. It enslaves them too, right? but they parrot it a lot. Because it makes, they feel that if they're better than a black person, then they're better. Even if they're poor, they're better.
I guess that makes them feel better, yeah.
So you can see that on a nationwide scale with Barack Obama. That guy, I will say, was awesome. That guy was awesome. Awesome. He was so awesome. It was incredible. I'm like, he made mistakes. He wasn't perfect, but he was dignified and he was awesome. And that infuriated a lot of people who believe in Confederacy, that's impossible. It's impossible for a black person to be awesome because that means he's better than me, and that's impossible, right? That's cognitive dissonance. Like, so like we get Donald Trump out of something like that as the reaction.
Yeah.
Who's an absolute Nazi.
Like, all right. Yeah. That's the kind of just like, all right, well, we need to go the other way.
Yeah. Like away from this idea of that America is the idea is America regardless of what you look like, what you believe, like what God you believe in, or if you believe in a God, like what you who you love, or what you look like, or what gender configuration. Any of that nonsense is nonsense, because in America what matters most is the idea, right, and your heart. So if like America, there's lots of ways of expressing America, but for me, America is a combination of, like ancient Greece, a combination of two goddesses, liberty and justice. Okay, do you know Hinduism, how that works? Hinduism?
Nuh-uh.
Okay, Hinduism, you know, has like thousands and thousands and thousands of gods, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, but really they only have one, because the way it works, the way they look at it, it's like a jewel. It's like a projection crystal. Like there's the ultimate God who is everything, and we are all one. Like Ra, it's all God. All is all. Right. The very top of this thing is the ultimate, all-encompassing, the one above all. Under him is Vishnu or Shiva. I'm not really sure which one. Right. Vishnu and Shiva are the same. Right. Vishnu and Shiva, one is the God and goddess or whatever of creation, and the other is the goddess of destruction.
Yeah.
Okay, and then under them are all the other ones, a lot of other gods and goddesses, and then under them there's more, and under them there's more, and it comes all the way. So look at it less as like a
kind of like a tier system almost.
Okay, yeah, but not a tier system. Think of it as like a light bulb, right? You at the very source of the light, it's pure light, like super blinding light, like invincible. You can't possibly whatever. Ridiculous amounts, right? And then it filters through, right? All right, the first filter, which kind of blocks out some of the light, because you have to block it out because you can't see otherwise, right? So the first filter is Vishnu and Shiva, and then it filters more. The next filters are like different aspects of those guys, right? And then the next filter are different aspects of those guys, and then the next filter are different aspects of those guys, and then so on and so forth, all the way down, right, till you get to absolute darkness, which is right. But the absolute darkness is not absolute darkness, because remember, even light and dark are still part of the Great One. Even because light and dark are not opposites, they're part of even a greater God. They're part of God. God is light and God is dark. Like you have to even get above even duality. That's how it starts breaking your brain. At least my brain, right? Because our whole world is based on duality. So yeah, ooh, I might be getting out of my pay range, my pay grade here. Step out of my bounds here. I'm not so good on that part, at this part, but
Sounds good.
At
least you're letting people know that you may be stepping a little. You don't know.
Oh, any of this, right? Because look at me, dude. I'm like, I might have these things. I might be like passionate about what I believe in, but I do make mistakes. And
of course,
I'm a guy at like 8:30 in the morning drinking coffee, playing a video game, podcasting.
I missed the coffee.
Oh, in fact, I'm gonna get more. I'm sorry for blabbing, dude. Hey, let me intermission a bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna grab more coffee. Turn it back on. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, but a lot of that stuff, like as far as the racism goes and all, that's definitely passed down, And then I mean, when when you hear it as a kid, you take it as fact, and then you grow up and you
Oh, dude, did you see my Plato's Allegory of the Cave episode? The last one. It was awful, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, because those kids are those villagers in the bottom of the cave. And the shadows on the wall are their parents manipulating shit. And and as kids, you can't possibly get out of that because you're a kid. You're born into it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You hear it all the time and you see it, and it's just kind of normal, right?
When you have racist parents, they reproduce it. So they're the ones behind the wall, manipulating the shadows to make you think, to make you into more of a racist. And you have to break free those chains and then come out into the light. Man, I gotta redo that Play-Doh Allegory of the Cave so you can see it. I should build it in this world. I mean, I can totally. Instead of having a separate world. In fact, here, come over here. Let's come to this spire place. I want to make a rail here so we can get here easy.
I got about like 20 minutes. She has a baseball game later.
All right. But come, let's make a base.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Because I mean, it's nice to wander around, do nothing, but we got to do something.
I'm getting it.
Remember, we have a goal. Our goal is to defeat the Enderman, and like, but I want to leave a nice legacy too, right? Which is like a nice world. Let's build up here, in the forest, so we don't damage the pristine desert environment.
So weird that it freaking built it like that.
That's awesome, dude. I want to build up here. Oh yeah, like here. Oh, up here. Oh, up here on this mountain here. That way we can see all three of them. And then I'll make a rail here. Or you can come help during the week. Or anybody, please come help during the week. Please add to my world. That's what I'm asking. That's what I keep asking. Add to my world, please, please. All right. So I got. Maybe from like where that tree stump is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that should be all three.
Okay. So okay, well I'm gonna stand. Oh yeah, we're making a base here. So I forgot to give you an axe. I'm sorry. Here's a working thing. Okay, so what else was I saying? Oh, okay, so that brings us to like current events. I'm trying to get there, dude. There's a lot. I'm trying to. So okay, that's the enemy we're fighting. That's fascism, racism. That's the enemy we're fighting. I'm identifying the enemy. Okay, now how that relates to our current events is with Trump. Trump is definitely a fascist, a racist, a Nazi, whatever you want to call him. He's definitely that though. He's definitely a traitor. He's working with Russia to overthrow our country. Certainly, he's working. And the way he does this is he works with the racists and Confederates who also want to overthrow our country, because our country is America and is based on the Constitution, and our Constitution does not allow for racism and for discrimination. So fuck you, racists. All right. Sorry, pardon me. Sorry, kids.
I saw some. It's all good. I saw some this morning where the What was it? The MMA wrestler was getting questioned or something like that. There's a MMA wrestler who's really big in Russia. Like he was like the real deal, and like I guess they. I don't. Again, I just read the the leading post and I didn't go into it, but it said something like MMA like Russian fighter questioned over ties to freaking to Trump.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
they literally just questioned him recently, and I was like, what?
Hey, let me get into stuff that we more know about, right?
Yeah,
Things I've been reading about, a little bit reading about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so like just recently, the House Republicans made a report just for them, not anyone else, just signed by Republicans, that said that there's no collusion. Just them, just they said it, and they said, okay, we're done and the reason is because there's nothing to see. Like, everyone, let's go home. Right, the next day, the House Democrats released their report, the minority report, about what they think is going on. And then so I've been reading over journal, and they say two different things.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been going over what journalists have been saying about what everyone's been saying. And it's crazy, but like there's even more and more connections between Trump and Russia, and the timeline fleshing it out, they have it down pretty pat, like of when this Russian spy joined, when they made their connection, when they made their agreement, when they made the speech, what was their wink wink nudge nudge dog whistle to acknowledge the communication. Like, we already have a record of them meeting in secret in the islands, of having a secret back channel to Russia. Trump already knew that Russia was our enemy, that Russia was attacking us and was our enemy, was waging a war against us. He knew that they were waging war against us, and he did this. He's like, oh, Russia's attacking the United States? Oh, better hide my connections to Russia as I keep working with them.
Now, was he working with them like for money wise, as far as that goes? Just like,
I think it's money wise, and I also think it's blackmail. They have something on him, and I think that he's much less wealthy than he lets on.
I do too. I think he has money, but I think it's it's always how rich people have money. I have money, but I have money because I have all these assets, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't. The difference is that they have assets that are assets, and he has assets that are actually in debt. They're not assets at all. They're all in debt.
Like, yeah, you have these things. Like, it's just so that's.
It's a house of cards.
So weird. Yeah, it's so crazy, but yeah, like I hate all that wording. Like, this guy is worth $2 billion. Okay, but he doesn't really have $2 billion, does he? No, paper. But he's worth $2. No, he's not worth $2 billion. Come on now, I hate that kind of stuff. Oh. Just
the thing is that here's another thing though. They say, oh, he's not really worth $2 billion, yet he has political power like he has $2 billion. He's treated like he has $2 billion. He has access like he has $2 billion. He has opportunities like he has $2 billion. So like if he has all these things, does he not have $2 billion? Until you make him not have that $2 billion. If he keeps acting like he does, then.
But he's acting like he just has that person, and I'm not a stupid person. He just acts like that person that's, something is wrong, and, he's just, very angry at it, and, just.
Because he's getting called out.
I've done it before as a kid and all that. You do it. Someone's like, oh, God, this guy's calling me out, and I already know I messed up. I got to freaking try to,
Fight or flight.
Yeah, what are you going to do? And it's like, you don't want to sit there and say that you're wrong. I mean, come on now. Nobody does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on now. I've done it plenty of times. I'm guilty. I mean, everybody does it.
Yeah, yep. Me too.
And you can just see him pushing so hard, and then, the little things that he does. And like I said, I don't even follow this stuff, but, I'm going to get rid of this guy that's doing the investigation. Well, does that sound like that? That makes it sound a little odd, I mean, come on now. I mean, I'm sitting here and let's say I'm doing a tournament and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this video game tournament, but this guy right here, he doesn't like me, and I think there's probably a chance he's not gonna let me win, so I'm gonna kick him off and I'm gonna go get this judge. So maybe this judge will, kind of help me out a little bit better, you know, kind of, I don't know, it's just this.
Yeah. It's obvious. It's obvious,
Yeah,
is what
it's
you're
very
saying.
obvious. Yeah, very obvious.
So I agree, totally.
But again, like I said, and this is what always like I honestly don't think anything's gonna happen. It's just the way it is. I think this is all going like it is, and it's just eventually it's gonna be like whatever.
So can you really say, like, be cool saying, oh, well, that's all right. I mean, Russia's ruling my country now. I think I'm okay with it now.
I mean,
really?
not
Are
really.
you? Really?
The thing that it comes down to is like, it's always, I guess, what am I really gonna do about it?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it comes down to, and I'm just kind of like, and this is another thing, like I'm like, oh man, but like, I can worry. This is it. I can worry about Russia, right? Sitting here doing stuff where it's kind of like, do I really see that? Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you?
Like,
don't do you?
Or do I worry about, let's say, my normal life that I have a lot of problems at right now? Or
Because
which one do I worry about more?
Well, that's valid though. Your real life, your actual life, that's a valid concern. You're trying to live and grow and thrive.
Yeah, and the stuff that I hear about, like Russia, though, it's like how much, like I don't really know what's going on. You know, like what are they really doing? What is it that they're doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But what are you doing right now? You're listening to me, right?
Yeah, I know, but like.
And then so you're kind of that's your part. That's doing your part. You're finding out. Because, like, honestly, what can you do at this point?
Well, and that's what it is. It's like, it's disheartening. It's like, kind of, what do I do? Well, I can't do nothing. Well,
no, you wait, because wait. Here's what you do. You wait, because because me, I have faith in the system. Like, you say that you don't think anything's gonna happen.
I, honest to God, don't. Nope, I do not.
All right. So if we get to the end of this and something doesn't happen, like the removal of Trump, right? That is not satisfactory to me. Right? That is not okay with me. Like, especially if we find out. I mean, it's already proven that Trump is colluding with Russia. Mm-hmm. So he's already a traitor. He's already illegitimate. Right? He's not a real president. He's not. I'm saying it now on the air forever. So that means if we let the process conclude and the process leaves Trump in place, that means the process has been corrupted or broken, and I am not okay with that. So I will do the next action. What that action is will become apparent when I get there. Right? We're not there yet. So in the meantime, I keep my eyes open and my ears open, and I listen to people. I know who to avoid and which ones are the assholes. I'm paying attention. I'm watching. I'm like, this guy. I'm watching what this guy's saying. I don't like what he's saying. He's repeating it. I try to inform him otherwise, and he won't listen. I think I should not talk to him anymore. He's a bad guy. That woman, she's great. She's saying awesome things, and she's being attacked by these other people. But I agree with her. I'm gonna help her out. It's like that. This is it. This is hand-to-hand combat, my friend, my cousin, my family. This is hand-to-hand combat. It's ideas. It's not physical fighting. It's you're fighting for hearts and minds at this point.
Yeah, it's just so weird when you don't see the stuff, like, and it's just like, I got other stuff to worry about.
Okay, but the thing is, you do see it.
Worry about Russia. I know, but like.
Do you acknowledge it? Your question is, what do you do about it? And I'm telling you, nothing. There's nothing you can do. What you do is you take care of yourself, for sure. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't help anyone else. That's number one. There's that Rumi poem that I read. Try to be the least in need. Because when you're amongst friends or even strangers, try to be the least in need, because when you don't need anything, when you've got nothing at all, when you're totally at the best, you're able to be very generous with your time and your silver. So if you work to put yourself in a position where you are the least in need, that you help everyone. Right? So because then you can be good, because then you can be generous. So number one, get yourself in a position where you're not leaning on anyone else, and that you can help other people. Because when you do that, then that's the best work of all. And like right now, you are helping people big time, super big time. I appreciate everything you do for grandma, you and everyone in your family. Like, it's a super huge burden. Like, I don't think my mom appreciates. Like, maybe she does. Actually, my mom does. I shouldn't say that at all. My mom does that every single day, but for strangers. So it's another. It's their own hard thing. So man, it's even worse. Like, like what a broken thing that is. Like,
it's just very weird, you know. I mean, we're sitting here, you know, like trying to live, and then someone's like, "Well, Russia," and you're like, "This country, really?" I mean, you think about something like that, and you're like, the only time I think that you really need to worry about a country is like if they're going to war or something like that, you know. I mean, I guess that's kind of like what I'm thinking, you know. I'm like, well, what is this country really gonna do to us? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's what I'm kind of getting at. Like,
what have they done? They've broken our government.
Yeah, you see what but see, this is the thing, is like, I'm not very like politically, you know, like, and all that stuff. So I don't really like, I see it, but I'm just I don't know, like.
So okay, so Trump, you know, so Trump has Russian spies. You know, Mike Pompeo. Do you know who Mike Pompeo is?
I've heard the name.
He is currently the Secretary of State. He was voted to be confirmed as Secretary of State. He was the head of the CIA. Before that, he was some other, like, part of the FBI. He's a Trump stooge. He's a Trump stooge. What have I done? And he's a Russian spy. So while he was the head of the CIA, he met in secret with 3 Russian spy masters. The way he did it in secret was he had to fly them into the United States, into Washington or nearby Washington in secret to meet with them, and then have them go back. Because they couldn't go there openly, because Congress passed laws, a sanction against Russia for violating our elections. So there was a law by Congress that says you can't come in here. Mike Pompeo, on the behest of Trump, snuck them into the country to talk in secret with Russian spy masters, and then they flew back to Russia. When they went back, recently? This happened a couple weeks or months ago. I can look it up and send you the link if you really want to. You look on my page, right? On my PoGokero Facebook page. When the Russian spy masters went back to Russia, they told the Russian press, who then Russian press announced it. Then that's when American press learned about it, and then announced it in American press. That Russian press announced that the Americans snuck in the Russian spy master into. So Mike Pompeo was like, "Oh, look, I look like an asshole," and everyone was like, "Oh," and nothing happened.
See what I'm saying?
They made him so the GOP made him Secretary of State. So now Mike Pompeo has access to all these state secrets. Do you also know that Trump, like right after his presidency, invited over the Russian ambassador and all the Russian crew into the White House? He kicked out all the Americans, all the American press, only had like 2 other Americans with him, had all this gaggle of Russian government spies inside the White House, let the Russians take pictures of everything, and then go back to Russia with these great pictures of them chilling in our White House with the president by himself. Because he's their guy. Did you not see this? Also,
no, I don't think I
oh my God, these pictures make me fucking pissed.
Stuff like that, I don't really pay attention.
These pictures make me fucking pissed. I get angry when I see these pictures. I get fucking angry. You have to see these pictures, friend. You have to see these pictures. I get angry when I see this. This is Russia fucking with their nutsack on our chin. I hate this. I hate it. He told secrets to Russia at that time. He told secrets to Russia. All our secrets to, not all, but a lot of our secrets to Russia. They weren't our secrets. They're secrets that the Israelis gave us in secret, right? So those are Israeli lives on the line to get that information that Trump just fucking handed over to Russia. Like, I can't fucking believe it. I am so angry. Oh my fucking God. You have to see this picture.
What is it with Russia? We've never kind of really gotten over the whole Cold War type thing. It's like,
because, okay, you have to remember the world. Okay, we're at the end of an era right now, which is the oil era. After World War II was the shakeout of great powers, and it came down to 2 great powers: the USSR and America, the West and and the Iron Curtain, Russia.
Mhm.
But what that really was control of energy. Energy being oil. Because you have to remember, look all around you, everything around you is literally oil. It's literally energy. Because it doesn't just get there by itself. It takes oil to get there. It doesn't get made by itself. It takes oil to make it. It doesn't just get made. You have to learn how to make it. In order to learn how to make it, you have to be able to live. You have to have heat and food and to supply humans for generations to learn this shit.
The majority of that stuff is over in the Middle East and all that.
No, it's all over the world. We're globalized, friend. Like cousin, I should say, family. Sorry, I keep saying friend, but so everything was fighting. We're all fighting over oil. That's where, like, Iran. Like, why is Iran our enemy? Because they're friends with Russia. You're like it's all about oil. And so if you get off of oil, everything breaks. The world order is gonna break down. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at the end of the world order, and I'm excited about it because I hate oil. Oil is killing our planet. Hydrocarbons are killing our planet. We have to get off of it. China has no hydrocarbons. They're pissed. They fucking hate it. They want to get off of it too. So they're trying. They didn't steal. They took our tech. We made a molten salt reactor back in the 1960s.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
China took this tech and took it back to China, and they're working on making it. When they fix it, when they do it, they're becoming the world leaders because they'll break our monopoly in oil. Right now, Russia and America are fighting to see who's oil king, and then China's gonna be like, "Fuck you all. I'm the nuclear power king. Fuck you guys." That's what's coming up, my friend, or my cousin. So America better fucking wise up and get off of this. Trump represents oil, the old world, the old order. So, oh man. So okay, how did I even get on that point?
Got about like 10 minutes, and then we'll be good.
Okay.
Just in this area out right here.
Yeah. Sorry, I stopped working.
No, it's all good. Go ahead. I'm just mowing it down while you talk.
Oh yeah, I got stone. Here, let me give you some cobblestone. There's cobblestone right there floating. I'm gonna put a cobblestone. I want a wood floor. I got stone at my other base, and it's horrible. I'm done with wood, or done with cobblestone. But okay, so yeah, wood. So oil. Get off of oil. What else do I want to talk about? What else? Kanye West. Fuck that guy. Kanye West is a great example.
I was just gonna ask you about that too. I was like, so what about Kanye? He's like saying he loves Trump and this and that.
Yeah, he's trying to make a money grab. There's another rapper.
Oh, I said he does whatchamacallit. He has 2 or 3 albums coming out. He has like 4 albums. He has one of his own albums coming out in a month, and then he has like 3 others that he's co-producing. So he knows what he's doing. He's getting free publicity. I told everybody that. It's gonna sink him.
It's gonna sink him.
Nah, I don't think so.
He's connecting with a Nazi, so I'm not gonna ever let him learn. You know, have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's
well,
Brad Pitt and all them.
Yeah. So it's an interesting movie. I like Quentin Tarantino. I like his movies. But what they do with captured Nazis is they carve swastikas in their head, so that even when they take the Nazi uniform off, everyone knows this guy's a Nazi.
Everyone knows. Oh.
So, as far as I'm concerned, Kanye West has a Nazi swastika on his fucking head now, forever. Fuck that guy. And all his albums are tainted. Same with Kim Kardashian. But you know what? That's to be expected, because that's another point to point to. When it comes down to it, the elite don't care about anything other than money. The rich, the top 1%, don't care about anything other than money. Kanye's black, Kim Kardashian's a porn star, Caitlyn Jenner's transgender, but they're all fucking rich, and they all suck the cock of Mammon. And okay, Mammon is the name of the god, the devil, the demon of wealth, of greed, of money. So when I say Mammon, that's who I'm talking about. They worship Mammon. They worship this.
What kind of god is it? A what god?
A biblical. He's a devil from the Bible. You can look at our Mammon.
No. Because it sounded familiar. I just.
Yeah, no, Mammon. Yeah, those guys. So that's the thing. You can't be taken in by appearance. A lot of conservatives will say, like, point to like Kanye and say, look, we're not racist. This black guy agrees with us, but he's not a black guy. He's a rich guy. So he just happens to be black. And they exploit that fact to justify their evil position of justifying their obscene wealth concentration.
Black guy, yeah, and then it's really the money, I guess. Okay,
it is always the money. It's only the money.
So right. So when they're saying, look at this guy sitting here, and, you know, like, look at Trump has to be a good guy. Kanye's agreeing with him, and, you know, Kanye's black, but it's just really Kanye's got a lot of
rich.
Money.
So
Trump
really,
has a lot of money. So he wants kind of basically, you know, the tax cuts and these things that Trump's basically going to give him or stuff like that, right?
Yes, exactamundo.
The perks, basically. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Exactamundo.
Like he basically wants the perks that a rich person is going to get from a rich president, basically.
Yes. So fuck Kanye, fuck Trump, fuck rich people, fuck the 1%. When I say rich people, I mean like the top 1%. Like you made like $400,000 a year or more. Preferably millions.
I don't think you can ever make that much money without screwing people over. There's shit that you have to do in order to fucking make that much money, and it's.
Okay, next one. Trump ranting on Fox and Friends. Did you see that?
On what?
On Fox and Friends, Trump called in and fucking went off. Holy shit! If you didn't see it, it's must-see TV. I'm serious, because at 13 minutes in. You can see the face of the guy on the right. His face just freaks out. He knows he's in trouble.
Yeah, because it's crazy, right? It's like,
well, no, he admitted to all these felonies, all these impeachable offenses. He admitted to it. Like, and he was going off. He's insane. Like, he sounds like an old person on calling into a talk radio station. That's how what he sounded like. Yeah, the Fox and Friends were like, they couldn't do anything to stop it. He went on for like 30 minutes. It was that long. It was so bad. Like, so cringe.
Let him talk. He's the president.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Well, that's what they said, right? Trump tweeted, oh, I really enjoyed my time. And you know that Stormy Daniels lawyer, Michael Avagati or something? He's like, yeah, I really enjoyed it too. Because you admitted to all these crimes, you asshole. Oh my god.
Crazy. He literally just has no filter. Like, he has so much anger problems, like, just goes crazy.
He's a narcissist, man. And so is Kanye. That's why they get along. So is Kim Jong-un. He's a narcissist. That's why they get along. All these dictators. Fuck those guys.
Okay. The one thing that I wanted to say too, because I got to get off in a second. Yeah. So, like, as far as I was talking about, like, the rest. If I'm scrolling through the freaking, let's say, you know, Yahoo, I'm going to look something up, and there's two, you know, things up there, you know, Russia, you know, something, and then, you know, something with North Korea. I'm probably more likely to click on the North Korea thing, because, like I told you, like, my thing, like, when I see this, you know, is like, all right, Korea's crazy, you know, something like, oh, if they're saying Korea's crazy, they're gonna go ahead and, you know, go to war with us, you know, like, I don't see that kind of stuff with, like, the Russian thing, you know, so it's kind of not, I guess, as immediate of a problem, I guess, you know what I'm saying?
That's what Trump wants you to look at. Trump wants you not to look at the Russia thing, because.
But do you see what I'm saying though? Like,
that's Wag the Dog, dude.
Do
you know Wag the Dog?
Who?
Wag the Dog. With the tail, instead of the dog wagging the tail wags the dog. So instead of actions making the news, Trump makes actions that makes the news. So, like, he doesn't want, like, there's no war. He's manufacturing a war with Korea to get you to not look at Russia.
To kind of throw you off with everything.
Yes, that's the whole point. But he's wagging the dog.
For a while. Oh, I guess maybe just.
It's the tail wagging the dog. Instead of he's getting you to look at Russia at North Korea instead of Russia, by manufacturing a crisis that a media, because that's what Trump does. He's media, dude. He's all about media. He's great at media manipulation.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was just.
But look at the source. Always look at the source of when you. It's not about the story. It's about the source. Because
yeah,
like,
I mean that's one thing I noticed also. You know, like it's like with the Fox and everybody has some sort of alignment. You always got to kind of figure out who you're getting your information from.
yeah, and Fox is like particularly bad because it's state media at this point. They coordinate with the White House in order to tell stories.
Oh god.
That. I want this is gonna be all glass because, yeah, we want a nice big view.
Yeah, it should be perfect.
Oh, I don't know how to do this part. Not sure. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Anything else? Let's see what else to talk about. Yeah, the Korea piece. I'm all down with that. That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool when I saw that. But do you think? See, I see that stuff and I'm like, man, this guy could just be pulling off this huge ploy, and just freaking. Just go nuts on these poor people, yeah, and just like, oh god.
Well, I think they're starving. I think they really want to stop too.
I do too. Yeah, I think they're just kind of at this point where they're just like, dude, like it's been so long, and
yeah,
it sucks. And I mean, not just that, but he can be, he can be the one president over there, the one leader, that does something different, and that's what he's remembered for instead of, remembered for, I mean, he's already done a bunch.
Assassinating his cousin? Yeah, that was pretty awful.
That was pretty crazy. What did he do that for? Because he left or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because he's crazy. He's an asshole. No, that dude is never ever gonna be a great leader. That guy's an asshole. Kim Jong-un, no way. Screw that guy.
See, there's another guy, right? Who's freaking kind of pretty much born into fucking,
madness. Yeah. Had no choice.
Kind of brought up by that. I mean, what are you gonna do? He just thinks everything's right that he's doing because that's just all that he knew. It's so crazy. It's just weird just to know the way that I think, and like what's right and wrong, and then just to like, I think it'd be just fascinating just to talk to them and just be, just kind of like
who.
Just anybody that has that mindset and just be like, why, like,
I don't know, like a racist?
No, just someone who's just not all, who has the wrong mindset, and just find out like.
What made you like that?
Yeah, what made you like that, and like, why is it? I don't know. I guess it's not as easy as it is to kind of to change something that you've been taught your whole life,
Yeah,
I mean, it's really I can't say that just because that I was brought up this way and like if you're really brought up one way, it really is kind of fucking hard to kind of.
I'm telling you, man, you got to look at my Plato's Allegory of the Cave episode. It'll make more sense. I've been like, I talked about it, but you were never logged in, so you never saw what I saw.
Yeah,
and it's kind of hard to look at it from the video, but.
It's just always like I just fascinated with it, like this person's mindset, like he just full on believes that what they're doing is is I don't know, it's just so weird. It's just right from wrong, like even just seeing it, like why would you even think that it's right, to treat someone different just because of their sexuality or race or something like that?
Because you're going against God's will. Like I have talked to people, I'm telling you why.
I know, but it's
God.
I don't know.
God there's a spirit. If remember, these people believe fully. They have faith that God wants it to be this way.
God, that is.
Why would your parents lie to you?
Yeah, see, and that's another thing. Why would these people be lying to me for all these years?
Yeah.
I mean, and you see it with those people, right, that are kidnapped or something, right? And like they're sitting there and like they had this horrible shit done to them, but they're like, well, like I don't know. It's just so crazy, just to think about that. be brought up that way and just fucking ugh. Just to hate people all the time, like that's so like ugh. How could you do that? Oh, I don't have an axe. That's why it's taking so long.
So yeah, dude, this is what I want to do. This is, for me, this is ideal. You know what? Me and you hang out. We build a house. Like,
Yeah.
we talk about stuff. I'd like to do this a lot more.
Yeah. Oh crap. Alright, so that's cleared out.
So I don't have a bed with me here, so we probably should head back.
And then I have to go to sleep.
Oh, well, so you don't, so you know where you are, because I'm not gonna hang out here. I'm gonna go back to my mine and work on that stuff.
So if I log off here, am I gonna log back in here?
Yeah. I mean, do you want to log? I mean, I guess you
should
could.
be fine here. I'll be fine. I can find my way back. What would Nate do? Nate knows what to do.
Don't. Oh, wait a minute.
Find my way back. I know what to do. I'm a world traveler. Alright, yeah, so I gotta get going here. It's 9:30. I gotta start getting ready.
Alright, senor. Thank you for coming to my world. Thank you for listening to me talk about stuff.
Freaking stuff. Good God.
On my mind. Oh, you mean with what I've done, or?
Good God. Just the mine carts and all that. So many mine carts.
Oh.
I see mine carts everywhere and tracks and like all those machines you made. That shit is nuts.
But see, you can make them too, man.
But
Like,
I don't know. I just see that and I'm like, man, like I didn't even know that was in the. You know, like you just see that stuff and you're like, that is so nuts. When you're like at harvest the crops, I was like, what harvest the crops? You know, and then the water comes out and like I was like, oh, that is nuts, dude. Like it's just nuts that they would even think about that, you know, and then put that into the game, you know, like the amount of time and stuff that they did into do that.
It's all on
Just
YouTube. Like I just watch YouTube videos. I would never have figured it out. I had to watch a video. Ooh, that's super cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's so crazy. Like these developers are sitting here making it, and they're just putting all this stuff in there that you can just do that. It's so weird. Like I said, I played this game for hundreds of hours, honestly, and didn't know any of that stuff. I just played it at the most basic level, though, too.
Yeah. So
I mean, basically dirt houses, and that was it.
Well, yeah. You see, this game is super deep. That's what I'm trying to teach you or show you that it's like
pretty crazy.
But I've tried to get everything out of the way. Like we have, as soon as you're ready, we can go into as soon as we get enough Endermen.
Yeah.
Like we can go hopping. I've never been to the end, so I don't know what's over there.
Okay.
And then also, if you want, we can build nether portals and to do faster travel. But like this is good. I can make a rail from here to where I am. I'm just gonna mark it out, a path. Actually, do you have your compass? I'm gonna borrow that.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Thank you.
Alrighty, cool. I'm gonna log off right now then.
Okay, senor. Thank you, everyone, audience, in the future and in the past and in the present.
Everybody.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, Captain Pones, for listening to me rant.
Thank you, Robert. No problem. Thank you.
And we will see you next time. Peace.
Yes. Goodbye, everybody.
Stop.